The Flyers fall back to reality as they lose 4-3 at home in the Wells Fargo Center to Columbus. There's one positive I'll take away from this. One positive. This team fought. All right, the Flyers fought. I know with where we are in the standings right now, you can't be taking moral victories, but a week ago, if we allowed 3 straight goals and we were down 4-2, we probably would have finished the game 9-2 with how fragile the locker room was and how everyone emotionally and physically just fell apart. But this time, now, with where we're at, with the spark of the new head coach and Carter Hart, they crawl, they scratch until the last minute, until the buzzer finally buzzes, and they gave us effort. They outshot the opposing team 37-19. They really did battle to the end. I know I'm not trying to reach for moral victories, but the team has a different type of mindset right now, and they're not as fragile, so you have to take that away with this game. But let's go to the negatives, because trust me, there were plenty of them. And it was when you look at how the other team scored their 4 goals. First off, their first line dominated us. Okay, Panarin, Dubois, and Cam Atkinson, those 3 players were just not stopped. Not stopped at all. But it's how they got those chances. Self-inflicted wounds. So you look at the first one. Provorov trying to do way too much, trying to get out of his funk. He tries to shimmy at the blue line, and it turns it right over. They tic-tac-toe. Werenski gets an opportunity at the high slot and puts it right past Carter Hart for a 1-0 lead. I'm not going to crush Carter Hart on these 4 goals. I'm really not. He's going to have some bumps and bruises and learning experiences through his time playing right now, but I am not crushing him for these chances. I blame him on the players in front of him. So 1-0, that's when they get their first goal. I just want to look at their first 3 goals right now. Another opportunity for this team. Odd man rushes, odd man chances. 3 forwards to 2 of ours, to 2 of our players consistently. Now Carter Hart makes an outstanding save against Cam Atkinson, but Cam has enough time to just put the rebound in as it goes cross crease. Their third goal, Jake Voracek. Turnover at the blue line. More odd man rush opportunities. Wide open back door. Both of our defensemen get frozen, and they pass it back door right over Carter Hart's glove. And then the 4th goal was off the face-off in our defensive zone. And this one goes on Claude Giroux. He just flew right by. We know he's normally a center, but he's been playing wing. He should have known. You can't just fly by like that. So I put all 4 goals on the players in front of Carter Hart. I'm not blaming him. They score 4 goals on 19 shots. I really am not blaming him. 3 of those goals, the first 3 goals, should have been defended better. You can't be having odd man opportunities consistently. You just can't. And I can look at this Flyers team offensively, and Bob made some good saves, but there were chances when the Blue Jackets really did turn it over and we had an opportunity to make a play. We didn't cash in. We end up putting it down behind the goal line and trying to set something up. Where you look at what the Blue Jackets do, and once they get the puck turned over, bang, they make a play. We never got the chance to make that play. We never executed off those turnovers like the Blue Jackets did. Now let's go to special teams. Technically, we had a power play goal in there to tie it up in the first. Sean Couturier, great effort. He wins puck battles. He's in the slot, and he puts it in. But that should not be a power play goal. That power play for 1 minute and 58 seconds was getting booed by the fans. They couldn't enter the zone whatsoever. This power play sucks. The power play sucks. Now, the last power play we had, there was the most puck movement we've ever seen. But that's due to the fact that, we're pushing up on them, or we're thinking about the netminder getting out of there and trying to really put pressure on. Bob made some big-time saves, but this power play as a whole just sucks, and it's a problem. We are now 31st in the league. Before this game, we were 12%. 12! It's atrocious. But you can look at the penalty kill and say, we've been doing better. It's night and day. Our PK has been doing better. But why is our power play struggling? It has to get fixed. If we want to win games, it has to be fixed, because that could be the difference maker in a game like this when it's 4-3. I don't want to look for moral victories, because guess what? Yeah, they didn't go down, and they're not as fragile as they used to be. But you can look at the goals we allowed, and all 4 of them, and they're self-inflicted wounds that you can't allow happen. Any team in the NHL would cash in on those. Provorov, terrible turnover. Voracek, terrible turnover. McDonald gets roasted on the half wall for one of Cam Atkinson's goal. And then on the defensive zone draw, you got to know your assignments. But we all know Carter Hart will not play the next game. He's going to get a game to relax. So he goes 2-1 in his first 3 games. You got to fix those errors because you can't be turning the puck over to that extent, no matter who you're playing. And I don't want to sit here and take moral victories. We're too far behind. You can't fall behind and much more, or it's just not going to happen. We got to put the foot on the gas. And we're playing New York. We're playing the Rangers next. We got to put the foot on the gas. You can't fall behind. So these moral victories, yeah, you can take it for what it is, and it is a positive. But you can't live off those right now. We put ourselves in too big of a hole. We got to find a way to get out of it. I'm not crushing Carter Hart for tonight. I think it goes with the players in front of him tonight. Left out to dry. Left out to dry. What are you going to do? Let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.